every One Piece pirate crew in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet ranked by strength. When Monkey D. Luffy sets sail at the beginning of One Piece, despite himself, he's now the head of a fleet with over 5,000 members. Through their actions during the Dressrosa arc, Luffy and the Straw Hat crew became pirates worth following, and 7 of the pirate crews on the island all pledged to serve as the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, while Luffy doesn't actually want to have people working for him. He agrees to extend his hand in friendship to all those who would do the same. None of the crews in the fleet are weak. However, they are all different strengths and sizes. Some assumptions can be made through looking at the history and sizes of the crews. Despite all working together for the same cause, these crews aren't on the same journey and have an agreement based on mutual aid. That leaves each crew free to pursue their own dreams just as Luffy wants. Fans expect the Straw Hat Grand Fleet to return during the final saga, but there's plenty of debate over the way this might happen. Let's start. Number 8. The tiny and fierce Tontata pirates are strong but naive. The Tontata tribe shouldn't be underestimated. Each one of them can destroy buildings on their own. Their small size just makes them all the faster and harder to hit. Few crews are so well suited for stealth missions. The Tontata pirates are all very well trained and have several abilities of their own, including devil fruits among them. However, that this pirate crew is so easy to trick negates many of the advantages they have. As powerful as the Tontata can be, it isn't hard to avoid a fight with them. The Tontata pirates are very well organized into different squads with various specialties. Their teamwork stands out and can serve them when dealing with various foes. On top of that, one strength this pirate crew maintains is their good relationship with Dressrosa's royalty and the Tontata royals. They have active support that acts as a layer of protection from threats like the world government. Leo is a well-loved leader, and he has no problem with his crew following him. The Tontata didn't set out to become pirates at first, but the Tontakors did so to join the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Number 7. The Bardo Club are impressive, although inexperienced pirate crew. Bartolomeo is very strong, but the rest of his crew have yet to show any power. This crew sailed all the way from the East Blue to the New World and survived. But the audience didn't know any details regarding that journey. At least 2 members of the crew have bounties of their own, and that indicates a level of strength. Bartolomeo was a gangster in Logtown, and his crew has combat experience. But they aren't the smartest bunch. The Bardo Club doesn't have a navigator, and they think it's a good idea to burn down Emperor's flags. The crew have experience working together, and are bound to each other through their love of Luffy. But they don't have many essential pirate skills. They lack any strong connection to groups outside the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. In fact, they make enemies on most of the islands they land on. Bartolomeo himself is infamous for being annoying. While it's impressive that an East Blue crew without a navigator has made it so far into the New World, before Dressrosa, the crew hadn't encountered any of the real New World threats. Number 6. Idio Pirates, aka 30 Gym Martial Arts Alliance, are a notorious but small Piract crew. The Idio Pirates may be the smallest crew in the entire anime, and only for members, they simply don't have a numbers advantage to work with. However, every member of this crew was famous before joining for their strength. More importantly, they are famous in the New World, which indicates their power. The only reason these individuals came together was to follow Luffy. Even after joining the Grand Fleet, they weren't actually a pirate crew. They considered themselves the 30 Gym Martial Arts Alliance until they interfered with a conflict between the Longarm and Longleg tribes and got a ship of their own. The members of this crew each went to Dressrosa individually to take part in the Gladiator tournament for the Flame Fruit. All of them seek to grow stronger in any way possible, so they'll continue to grow in the future. Idio and Blue Gilly, especially, can only become more impressive when they learn more about teamwork, as both are used to fighting on their own. This group's biggest limitation is their small pirate crew, but they have already shown that their small size will not stop them. Number 5. The beautiful pirates are led by super rookie Cavendish. Cavendish was a super rookie before the Supernova's year. He never forgave them for stealing the Spolite from him, but his crew is actually quite impressive. Most of the Supernovas were defeated or forced to work with an emperor by the time the Straw Hats got to the New World, despite being in the New World for far longer. The beautiful pirates only joined up with an emperor through being part of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Cavendish also showed his strength in defeating Dellinger, but his split personality had a hand in that. The beautiful pirates don't seem to recruit much. He's another decently powerful figure who adds to the crew's overall strength. Cavendish is likely the strongest member of his crew, and he's also been shown deflecting attacks from Doflamingo. The Kuba acts as a trump card for him during battle at the cost of being uncontrollable. The beautiful pirates appear to know what they're doing. They have experience navigating the seas and dealing with the various powerful organizations in the New World. Plus, they can clearly manage Cavendish and Hakuba just fine. Number 4. The new giant warrior pirates carry Elbaf's legacy. The new giant warrior pirates seek to show off Elbaf's pride as warriors while also aiming to help Hadrudin become king of all giants. They have been given a spotlight in the main story more than the other members of the fleet. Notably, Gerd is childhood friends with Big Mom, but none of the crew are fond of the Emperor anymore, that the Straw Hats are heading towards. Elbaf will only make them relevant again in the anime soon. As giants, all members of the crew are much stronger than the average person. On top of that, they clearly take pride in being warriors like the original giant warrior pirates, so they can all fight. They take inspiration from Dory and Bragi before heading to Dressrosa. The new giant warrior pirates were mercenaries under Buggy's delivery service. Buggy is very unhappy with them for leaving his organization, both because he doesn't like people quitting and because they are incredibly strong and difficult to replace. The new giant warrior pirates don't have to worry about associating with Elbaf, causing problems because Elbaf isn't a member of the world government. Hadrudin is the person who declared Usopp as the savior of the former toys. All members of this crew are several decades old, which gives them plenty of experience for their strength. Number 3. The Yanta Maria Grand Fleet was part of a kingdom and the largest crew in the Alliance. The Yanta Maria Grand Fleet has yet to show off any grand feats of strength. Warlumbus took part in the competition for the Flame Fruit in Dressrosa, which shows a certain amount of strength, but nothing concrete is known. However, the sheer size of this fleet is a strength in itself. Plus, the Yanta Maria Grand Fleet has been incredibly organized and in sync, such as through their gangplank arrangements. The Yanta Maria Grand Fleet's organization may come down to Orlumbus' ability to lead. Then his opponents follow his orders, which he'll use as a benefit in combat. But he was given a fleet by his kingdom when he was made an official explorer. This fleet is said to be famous. Anyone who defeated them would be noteworthy, so they must be powerful. The origins of the other members on his crew are unknown, so it's hard to say what strength they have. It should be remembered that Orlumbus and his crew steal the ships they use from the Standing Kingdom when they decide to become pirates, so they don't have that support anymore. Number 2. The Happo Navy has 13 generations of pirate captains. The Happo Navy has a history of 13 generations of captains. They aren't as big as the Yanta Maria Grand Fleet, but there are still about 1,000 members working under Don Sai, the former leader. Don Chinjiao survived an encounter with Monkey D. Garp with only his head deformed. He only passed down leadership after Sai surpassed him, so Sai is powerful. The Happo Navy is also the only crew other than the Tontata pirates that have their own inherited fighting techniques in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Sai both defeats Lao Ji and marries Baby 5, recruiting her onto his crew. Despite being pirates, the Hapo Navy have a strong relationship with Kano country. In fact, they work under the king's authority to do missions. Allying with the Straw Hat Grand Fleet doesn't seem to have disturbed this relationship any. As such, the Hapo Navy also has allies in the other Kano country navies. Though he's not currently captain, Qinzhao still sails with his grandson. They also have access to a huge amount of treasure and have attended revelry. Number 1. The Straw Hats belong to the future king of the pirates. The Straw Hat Pirates are the strongest crew in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet by a decent margin. Even facing overwhelming numbers doesn't deter them, as seen in both the Fishman Island and Wano arcs. Every member of this crew is powerful and a master of their unique skills. They have every aspect of running a ship now covered with the recruitment of Jin, so they aren't likely to run into trouble they can't handle. They are an Emperor's crew for a reason. Very few crews in One Piece show all members having bounties. This makes the Straw Hats especially notable, and it's another reason for all the other crews in this alliance to follow them. Not every member of the Straw Hats is equally strong. Luffy is by far the strongest member, able to defeat Kaido by himself. However, Nami and Usopp struggle to defeat many of the opponents they have to face. However, they are usually clever enough to win their battles or otherwise manage them. Following the Straw Hat crew's story, the audience has seen exactly how powerful they are, and the very few crews that actually match their strength.